Norsk Optometrics ALS of Bergen, Norway had a current ratio of 2.5 of June 30th of the current year. On that date, the company's assets were listed here. What was the company's working capital on June 30th? Well, the working capital is equal to our current assets minus current liabilities. And well, our current assets need to be added up. So cash is 1, accounts receivable, inventory, and prepaid expenses are all current assets, which totals $850,000. So $850,000 minus our current liabilities. Now we're not given the liability section. All we're given is our asset section. So we need to use this current ratio of 2.5. So what is the current ratio? How do we calculate it? Yeah. So our current ratio is equal to our current assets divided by our current liabilities. So we have a current ratio of 2.5. We have current asset of 850,000, and we will solve for our current liability. We'll call it X. So we need to divide both sides by 850,000, and 2.5 divided by 850,000 equals 340,000. So 850,000 divided by, minus 340,000 equals 510,000. Now the next thing we're going to do is our acid test. The acid test is similar to our current ratio, but it's just a little more extreme. It only includes cash, AR, and other extremely liquid assets. So not inventory and not prepaid expenses. The idea of an acid test is if one of these loans had to get paid this week, what could we convert to cash immediately within a week? We can't blow out our inventory without risking our business, and we can't get our prepaid expenses back if we have prepaid insurance or other things. So what we need to do, because we can't cancel our insurance premiums and other prepaids, so we can only use our cash and AR. So here, our acid test ratio is equal to our quick assets, which again is our current assets minus our inventory and prepaid, so essentially just our cash and AR, divided by our current liabilities. Liabilities. We have 350,000, so 90,000 cash and 260 AR, divided by 340,000 for 1.03, meaning we can pay our current liabilities in a pinch if we had to. We have 1.03, so over 1. Next, we are looking for, the company wants to know what would happen to working capital if we paid accounts payable of 40,000 immediately. So what would happen? Well, our current assets were 510,000, but we're going to less 40,000 in cash, right? This is cash, to bring us to 470,000. And our current liabilities were $340,000. But we paid an AP, so we're going to less $40,000 there, right? Because AP belongs in our current liabilities to get to $300,000. My mistake, guys. I put 510, but I meant to put our 850, not our working capital. It's our current assets, not our working capital. So 850 minus 40 equals 810,000 minus 300,000, and we get 410,000. So as you can see, paying off AP does not have any, pardon me, making mistakes all over here, 510,000. As you can see, paying off AP does not change our working capital at all. But our current ratio, which is our current assets, divided by our current liabilities, we'll go from 810,000 now, divided by 300,000. And now we have a current ratio of 2.7. And so our current ratio will change because it was previously 2.5.